Welcome to the Conversations with Goddesses podcast, the feminine way of soul connection and working with energy. This podcast is run by Kasia and Ursula, expert healers and modern spiritual seekers. Welcome to Conversations with Goddesses. This is Kasia and Ursula. Hello. And this is our second conversation about self-love. Today we would like to talk about the shadow. How can we love ourselves if there's something lurking in the shadows, in the darkness? And the shadow is the part that we can't accept. We don't love, we're hiding it. And probably some of them have already realized this shadow can come up in the most unexpected situations. Somehow it just pops up when you're triggered, when something happens. And we don't really know where it's come from. And doing the meditation with Ursula, when we were preparing, what came up for me, there was the shadow woman, the shadow queen or the princess, and the tarot images came up. The queen of hearts, the queen of cups is good. She's loving, is caring, so the proper mother, proper woman, or the queen of swords, the thinking one, so she can organize everything. However, the queen of wands, God forbid we connect with her, because she's all fiery, she speaks her mind, she knows what she wants. And probably this is my shadow, but also the princess who's got her whims, who wants to be spoiled and loved. So interesting how different parts of us we don't even realize can come up at certain situations. I know, Ursula, how is it about you? What's
Well, it's
coming
interesting. It's interesting you speak about the queen, the princess that wants to be loved, because I think that one of the mechanisms of the shadow is that we look for love outside ourselves. We want other people to love us. We have expectations, and the shadow comes up often in relationships which mirror this. So yes, uh, it's a vast topic, but I think one of the very important point is going back to self-love, is that when we are dealing with shadows, somehow there is a core belief of I'm not good enough, or there is a part of me that I don't like, or that I don't even express, because there is dark shadow and golden shadow. Like Marianne Williamson says, what we most fear is not our darkness, but our light. Can I show myself? Can I show my light? Can I accept I'm whole and I'm sacred and I'm divinity and I'm strong and I'm powerful? So, yeah.
and I think our shadows get created in our childhood, probably when we want to be loved, we want to be safe. I keep coming back to this thing of safety. We've talked about it in the previous podcast. And then these patterns don't serve us anymore. We grow up and it doesn't, but they're stuck somewhere deep in our unconscious, where they're still telling us this is not good. You can't show whatever it is that you deem to be not good.
Yes, I was reading Anodea Judith, Eastern Mind and Western Body on the chakras, and she says that the moment in which the social persona is developed, the shadow appears. But before that, the child doesn't really feel it, but it's about the relationship with the world. So going back to childhood, for example, if you are loved conditionally, so I will love you only if you are quiet and gentle and kind. We don't do anger here. So your feisty, your vitality, your assertiveness is repressed, especially women. We are very good at being pleasing and kind, and because it's a conditioning of a patriarchal society. But there are other kind of conditions. I will love you if you achieve. You had that, didn't you, Kasia? And I did.
Oh, yes. Yes, you have to be a good girl and the best in a class. Oh, and then
Yeah.
obviously it doesn't always work. So you start feeling bad even in childhood because obviously you strive to be the good one, the achieving one or pleasing one, but it doesn't work. We can't be like this all the time. So I think this beating up ourselves starts very early on, and that's why this pattern gets ingrained and we becoming more and more ashamed. I don't think it's
Mhm.
about guilt, it's about shame, that someone will see it, someone will see this part of us, and what will we do if this part emerges? We haven't even learned how to deal with it. That's
The
why it's so
problem, the
shocking.
problem is the problem is that you cannot really repress it. It comes up in one way or another, either aggressive behavior, rows with your partner, or or problems at work, or as I do and a lot of women do, we beat ourselves up. It comes up against ourselves with, for example, my constant thought is, I am a failure. Failure according to what? You know? And yes, and the core belief, not enough, not enough, which, you are love. We are love. We are enough because we are created. We are creatures of the universe. I was with a client of mine, and she said, I can't feel I'm good enough. And I said, and I was watching my cat, and I thought, is my cat enough? I think he's an enough cat, but it's like, again, self-love. And not looking outside for validation, not fulfilling conditions to love yourself. So there is a lot to be said about, yes, accepting myself as I am, forgiving myself. I've, did the best I could, and I'm not. I know I have everything in me. It's just my ego and my conditioning and all these thoughts and feelings and traumas that are in the way. Let's, release, forgive, and continuously assert this truth that I am whole, I am divinity, I am light.
And it's about, in my opinion, about facing the shadow, facing this part we don't like or we don't accept, because it's like with addictions or anything else. Once we've faced our fears, they are not so strong anymore. We are not so scared anymore. So today we'll do a meditation actually on facing our shadow, the main one. Obviously, there's probably quite a few we've very successfully managed to suppress, but about standing face to face with what it is. How did it develop and how can we work with it? Because it's a part of us. Yes, and like you said, we are whole with the shadows and with the light parts and with our insecurities and with everything that is in us. We have to accept it. And I love what you said about this looking for validation outside, looking for the love outside, which can never fulfill us if we don't feel whole and if we don't love ourselves. But this is probably our another conversation where we go into it. So,
Yes, two things before
mhm.
before we start the meditation. One is allowing all the feelings of hurt. And the second one is look at your relationship, because they usually mirror your shadow. When you judge, when you are hurt, it is, look, it may be well that it's the other person that is not very nice. But if you are hurt, look at your hurt, at your feelings, because it's saying something about you not loving yourself. So, yeah, maybe we can start.
We will start, yes. So just make yourself comfortable and sit down or lie down and close your eyes if you can, if you want to. And take a few deep breaths, really, really deep breaths to connect with your body, to get out of your head been talking for some time, so just come back to yourself. Probably some things have already started emerging, so just allow them to come to the surface. And breathe. And notice how your body is feeling when we mention the word shadow. What's lurking in the corners? What's hidden? What can't be seen? And imagine you're in a cave. And you know that there's something there. You're a bit fearful, a bit apprehensive, or maybe interested. But you're staying still. You're allowing the something to come closer. And slowly something emerges from the darkness. And you feel that the something, this part of you, has been waiting for this moment for a very long time. It's wanted to be seen, to be acknowledged. It's been feeling very lonely for a very long time. This part is really scared. It won't be welcome. It will be pushed away. Just being with this part of you that you haven't welcomed for a very long time, maybe never. Are you judging it? Are you scared of it? Maybe you don't want to look. Just be and observe. And this part of you comes even closer, and I will leave you with Ursula now to continue with this meditation.
And you are feeling a sense of compassion and love arising in you as you are connecting within yourself with a light expression of yourself. Light is coming and you are becoming one with your soul, your higher self. Light is coming in the cave and you are being a presence of light, connected to love, wisdom. And you're looking at yourself, at this part of yourself, with a lot of compassion and unconditional love. And you're making connection. Your heart is opening. And there may be hesitancy, but you are intending to connect to this unloved part of yourself, because you know the truth is there is no separation and there is only unconditional love. And make the connection, become one with her, hold her. You are the best friend, the best lover, the best mother, the best father. There is a lot of compassion, and he can let go and release, and you tell her it's time to let go, to forgive. Forgive yourself first. Let go of any feelings, tension, energy. There may be sorrow or anger. It's time to let go. I'm holding you. Feel yourself being held and loved, and allow yourself to really let go. You don't want to have this in your body anymore. Any feelings, any negative thoughts, you let it go from your heart, from your body, from your energy being. And the more you let go, the more your higher self, the light, the field of love that you are, is holding you steady with unconditional forgiveness and love. Using your breath, releasing at any breath, releasing on the out breath and on the in breath, embracing the wholeness of you, the light of who you are, and making a commitment to yourself, a commitment of self-love, self-forgiveness. At each in-breath, you breathe in light and love, and you assert, I am love, I am light, I am divinity. I love everything of myself. Everything I am is love and light. And I forgive my past as I did the best I could. And I forgive everybody around me as they are doing the best they can. And I keep on going back to the truth of who I am in every moment, letting go of everything, mistakes, hurts. I'm just asserting my commitment to self-love. And I shall leave you in this space whilst you keep maybe releasing and opening and letting go and knowing your own light at each in-breath even more.